Your commentator is Ray Henley. The South China Sea. Hundreds of U.S. fighting ships. Destination Luzon. The skies of the Orient are American skies. The waters of Manila Bay, not yet American waters, but Navy flyers proceed to make it a graveyard of Japanese shipping. A Jap destroyer runs and is stopped by a Yank cruiser. A few suicide planes appear, but the enemy is baffled by MacArthur's surprise move when he strikes at Lingayen Gulf. Here is history in reverse. MacArthur's men land at the same beachhead where Japan's General Yamashita started his conquest of the Philippines. The flag goes up on Luzon as MacArthur's deep-throated howitzers go into action. Striking southward, the invading army's main thrust advances down Luzon toward Manila, 107 miles from the beachhead. Along the very route of the tragic retreat to Bataan, Yank spearheads move forward. Clark Field is soon overrun. Now the largest field guns go into action. "30 miles from Manila, the Papango River crossing is unopposed in some places. At another point, a Jap barge loaded with nips fails to escape. There's another. The river crossings continue in force. Again, the Jap military mind is stunned by the unexpected. The 11th Airborne Division strikes from the skies in Batangas Province, 35 miles south of Manila. Suddenly, a task force of the 1st Cavalry Division bursts into the city's outskirts. Immediately, vengeful Filipinos round up hated collaborationists, and not too gently. Here's one beginning to regret his disloyalty. Infantry of the 37th Division enter. General MacArthur's immediate concern is for the 800 military captives and 500 civilian internees in Bilipid prison. They have starved and suffered but lived, many of them only on the faith of this one man. Meanwhile, vicious Jap troops still hold Manila south of the Pasig River. Some Filipino refugees manage to escape as the Japs spread raging fires throughout the Escolta section of Old Manila. The people save few belongings. In the doomed and burning city, American troops begin a merciless siege. They turn aside only in desperate efforts at rescue work. Tens of thousands of Filipino families are wiped out by fire and sword. Dismayed, bereaved, and homeless, some save strange possessions. Manila's large modern business district is destroyed, and Jap atrocities are endless. Steadily, MacArthur's forces hammer fortified nests throughout the city. First aidmen, covered by riflemen, heroically rescue a wounded GI as the street fighting continues. Braving enemy fire, civilians pass out refreshments to men who have outrun supplies. The enemy is routed street by street after demolitions have checked the fires. Few prisoners are taken here. The hardcore of resistance in the old walled city is finally overcome, and a soldier pulls down the rising sun. Church bells herald the battle's end. At Santa Tomas, first prison liberated, crowds wildly welcome MacArthur and their freedom. Manila is liberated. MacArthur has returned.
Your commentator is Len Sterling. The Jap Gibraltar, 8 square miles of solid defense, spawn of the volcano Suribachi. Its conquest will live in history. For 72 consecutive days, it is shelled and bombed. A disabled U.S. plane just makes it. Another cripple comes in. But the pilot is saved. More than 90% of American airmen disabled in battle are rescued. The Navy proves it can land Americans on anybody's beach, anywhere, anytime. H-hour at Iwo Jima. An LCI gets a direct hit as the Japs find the range. In a swarm of amphibious tanks, tractors, and landing craft, the 4th and 5th Divisions of the United States Marines, under a barrage from the fleet, head for the southeastern beaches. It is incredible that any Japs can remain alive. But grim fighting is expected. Marine Corps code name for Iwo is Hot Rock. When the first Marines hit the black cindery beaches, the Japs let them come, suspecting that this landing may be a feint. Mount Suribachi, honeycombed with gun emplacements, is pounded by shell fire. The Marines have landed, but there is desperate fighting ahead. For several anxious days, the success of the daring invasion hangs in the balance. Advances are in yards, feet, inches. A Marine and a shivering K-9 wait for orders. Their first important objective is Motoyama Airfield. The first amphibians and tanks ashore find it difficult to operate in the loose volcanic soil. It is hours before tanks escaping shell fire get into action. A combat cameraman rides in a tank as the Marines battle inch by inch for Jap trenches and dugouts. Only frontal assault is possible. Heroic medical corpsmen quickly bring aid to the wounded. Jap artillery still ranges over the entire area of Motoyama Airfield as tanks slowly grind ahead. Here's action. A nip is blasted out of a trench and sprayed by machine gun slugs. He joins his ancestors. Slowly, the Jap defenders are driven toward a dead end. But throughout the island, they leave suicide squads in caves and dugouts. A flame-throwing tank moves in to eliminate a company of Japs deep in a pillbox who refuse to surrender. Not one of them remains alive. Even their rifles are burned and gun barrels twisted by the terrific heat. K rations for battle-weary Marines. Few prisoners are taken, but these are the toughest troops encountered so far in any Pacific battle. They are captured for just one reason. Intelligence officers seek vital battle information. The flag rises over battle-black Iwo Jima, 675 miles from the heart of Japan.